Hey everybody, welcome into episode 48 of my YouTube journey. I'm so glad you're with me. Today we're going to look at some pickups. I've gone a little bonkers. I haven't done one of these since Strongsville, but there was this one auction in particular that had a huge pile of signed vintage, and you know how crazy I am about that. But besides that, I picked up some other cards that ain't signed that I'm really proud of. Some off the beaten path a little bit and want to share those. So hang in there with me. We'll show those here in just a minute. Want to thank you, kind of give you a channel update at the same time. But my last video with my buddy Tim, I've had a lot of good feedback. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It's so rich. It's got all these stories and tales of collecting with his dad, and you'll really enjoy it. It gets right to the substance of what it means to be a collector. I know father and sons and fathers and daughters and mothers and sons and daughters, they still do that. When I go in my local card shop, I see moms in there with their sons and stuff like that and buying them cards. I remember my mom taking me and my brother to the card shop in Nashville, and what a great memory that was. What I hope doesn't happen is that the kids are sitting down breaking those packs with dollar signs in their eyes. I hope they're loving every card they get like we did. I hope the hobby and the way it's kind of transformed into, like somebody I saw today said, it's kind of like a casino, and I hope that isn't the case. So just watch that. It'll rekindle your fire a little bit if you need rekindled. Check that out. Also, been getting a lot of great response from the Odd Couple. We are going to be doing a show. We're going to be on the Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern slot on the Hobby Palooza. So make sure you check that out. We're looking forward to that. We're going to try to raise some funds for a really good cause. So get ready for that. We are going to have a couple of cards on our show that are going to go into the big wheel. So they're going to do a giveaway for each hour if the people doing the hour wish to offer up a few cards for charity. I'm going to do that. So stay tuned for that. And also, great response over my video of the cards I gave up to grab the big one. So thank y'all for all the responses. Thank you for subscribing and watching my stuff. I'm just blown away. I can't wait to keep doing this and making new friends and meeting some of you guys at the National. So hang in there. We're going to look at some cards now, and let me know your thoughts after the video's over, which one you like the best. All right, I'm back, and here we go. I'm going to start off and going oldest to newest on the card. So the first one, I don't think I've shown this one, but love it. 34 Gowdy, Charlie Gehringer. Look at that autograph right there. He could take people to school and teach them how to sign an autograph and where to sign it across the chest. Of course, he has a long signature, so he's known as the Mechanical Man. And one time they asked him, why do you sign your name CHAS instead of your entire name, Charlie? And he said, why use that many letters when all I got to do is use 4? So that was the funny quote from him. But just a great card. Awesome card without the signature. But to me, of course, being a sign guy, adding that signature just put it over the top. Already had a Carl Hubble signed card, and I added this one. Again, I hate when they do the trading card. Why in the world would you do that? But Diamond Stars, and it's a 1934, and got a great Carl Hubble signature on here in that ink pen. And I love the Diamond Star set. It's very underrated. Again, we've talked about it. Other content creators have talked about it. If it had the Gehrig or a Ruth in it, that set would just go bonkers, but it doesn't. So you can see this one had somebody wrote a little bit on it, but again, I don't care. I want the front, I want the autograph, I want it to be clean. This one right here is the 38 Gowdy, the Bobby Dorr. It doesn't have the scribbles, obviously, but it has his autograph. He scribbled on it. Card's not in great shape, but Bobby Dorr signed it. If you know his history, obviously he played for the Red Sox. Did a lot of things inside of baseball besides just playing, but grew up on the West Coast. And when they were scouting a young Ted Williams when he first started playing, Bobby Dorr was on his team. So he knew Ted way before the Red Sox. Well, not way, but several years before. So that's cool. Anytime I can get a pre-war autograph, I do it. Another one, Bob Feller, and another 38 Gowdy. And Feller signed a lot, but didn't sign a lot of these. So not a real high pop count on this. I'm not really going to get into pop counts on this. I'm just showing the cards. Got the stupid PSA DNA sticker under the slab. Hate that. But again, the front looks great. The autograph on that just pops with that white background. So love that one. I also like collecting cards because of the stories behind them. And I found this Lee Hanley on eBay and wanted to pick it up. It's 1940 play ball. And I'm going to do a story video about, and he's going to be included in it. So if you want to know his story, look it up. You can Google it, and you'll find a really cool video of a major star talking about him and what kind of person he was. But I'm going to share a video, so I don't want to talk about it right now. But when I do the story video, you'll see it. Next one, I don't think I've shared this one. I'm not sure, but it's a awesome card. 45, 46, Caramello Deportivo. It's a Cuban card, and it is signed, obviously. And Minnie Minoso signed it. So this is a great card. It was stuck in an album at one time, like most of these Cuban cards were. I also picked up a lot. I'm not going to share those, but I've got about 12 more raw of this set, and I'm going to share those on another video. But there, I can only find 7 signed Negro League era cards of Negro Leaguers. So they didn't have Negro League cards, and this one would have been right before he went to play for the New York Cubans. He was a young guy, and of course he ends up going and starting in the major leagues and is the first black Latino to ever play Major League Baseball. So just like Larry Doby and Jackie Robinson, he holds a place in Major League history because of that. And really, really good player. But love having that. Oh, by the way, there's only 7 of those. There's 2 in this set, and actually 3. He's 2 of them. I don't know. I've never seen the other ones, but I feel blessed to have one of them. So grab this one off eBay. Not eBay. This was on Facebook. But having a signed rookie card is awesome. But this Musial right here, that autograph is next level. The thin black marker or whatever it was he used to sign that, it looks to me to be late 1950s, early 1960s autograph. So it's pretty vintage even on the autograph, but it's done so clean, it almost looks like it's made on the card, that it's not like he actually signed it. But if you know what these cards look like, they don't have autographs, facsimiles on them. So great card, love it. And I have one without the autograph too. That's a 5, and it's beautiful. But still, to have one with that autograph is killer. Another Bob Feller, and again, he signed it vertically, and on that yellow just pops. So saw this one for a pretty decent price and thought I'd grab it. You gotta love the 52 tops, so grab that one. This one, man, this one's a pretty card. Look at that signature. So again, maybe you're not into autographs, maybe you think they're hokey or whatever, but I think that is freaking awesome. He signed it right there in the light blue, so it showed up, but it's the pen. And Pee Wee always had really nice signature. So love having this card. Don't know why they didn't get the signature graded, but they didn't. I guess try to save a little money. I haven't actually officially shown this one yet. So I showed the card that I gave up in the Josh Gibson deal, and it didn't have best wishes on it. So this one I was able to pick up. I put an ad on Facebook and Instagram, and a guy on Facebook reached out to me and said, I was telling him I wanted signed Jackie Robinsons, and he had this one. And I was faced with a dilemma. Do I upgrade or do I just stay where I'm at? Well, I have the 54 Jackie with the best wishes on it, and I wanted to match it. So I knew I could sell the other one pretty easily and make money, if not just recoup my investment. And this one was stronger. It's not as faded as the other one was. So love having this. This is one of the jewels of my collection right now, and just think it's fantastic. So another one of his teammates, Don Newcomb. It's raw, obviously. Wanted to get a Newcomb signed card. Like how he signed it on the white uniform so you could see it. But obviously it's raw. I got to get it graded. I checked into his signature. It looks real. I guess I'll find out. It didn't cost me a whole lot of money. It was on eBay. Come up on my search, my saved search. This one, got it in an auction. Just love the way that blue signature down there pops. Now, this pink card, there's not a lot of pink cards in the hobby, so this one kind of stands out when you see one. And but it's just a really good centered card for the most part. Got a great signature on it, and that signature just kind of glows. So love having this one. Already had this card without the signature, so now I have a second one with the signature. This one's a little beat up, but has a great signature on it, and got this one in an auction. I can't remember if this, I got a bunch of these. So the ones I'm about to go over, I can't remember if it was Heritage or REA, but most all of them came out of the same auction. But they just had a ton of them. These autographed cards are just coming out of the woodwork right now. This one was in the same auction. Great playing day signature, Val Kaline. The card, it's a 5, nicely centered card, and just thought, man, that would look good in my collection. So here it is. Next one, again, rookie card. I like to get that rookie card if I can. Now this one, I would love to have had Ackley's signature on a card as well, have both, but this is good enough. Carlton is the one who is the Hall of Famer. So love having this one. Didn't have this one before. I didn't have the Brock either. So now I have both of their first year cards. I was able to add this one, and trying to do slowly but surely a signed Mickey Mantle run. I had this card. It was unsigned, and offloaded it in order to make a big purchase a while back with a bunch of other 60s Mantles when I decided to try to focus on trying to do a sign run. So he signed it really good, got it right inside that white right there, nice and tight, stacked his name, so looks great. And honestly, these cards are notoriously very off-center. This one ain't too bad, so love having that one. This one was in that same auction, Sandy Koufax. He likes to sign at an angle like that a lot of times, but love that. It's got the thin ink pen signature there, Auto 9. I always look for Auto 9 or 10 if I can get them. If I can't, and it's a rare card, I don't worry about it. But yeah, the Auto 9, nicely centered card, great eye appeal on it, great back. So I've started a Sandy signed run too, slowly but surely. I'm starting to knock some of those out. Got this Rose. So we recently lost him. I needed to get a couple of signed Rose. You'll see another one here in just a second. And that's a great card. Nice eye appeal on it. And then adding that signature. Obviously it's a big Sharpie. I would rather have the thin ink pen, but unfortunately that's not what I got. So Reggie Jackson, the 71. I love this card. I've got it without a signature as well. Nicely placed right in the middle right there. Great eye appeal on the card. So I'm slowly but surely starting to grab signed Reggie's as well. So I think I've got about 4 of his signed cards already. This one is one of the multi-signed cards. When you get all 3 of these guys, they're all three Hall of Famers. So feel very blessed to own this one. And somebody had to do some work to get all three of them. So anytime you can do that in the autograph world, that's a plus. So that's my second multi-signed. I've also got the one with Dobie, Minoso, and Rocky Calavito on it. Wanted to grab a Dave Parker rookie autograph. So found this one on eBay and was able to grab it a while back, and wanted to show it on my channel. Got this one in an auction recently, the Paul Malter. I would love to get the one with all four, or even him and Trammell, but this is just going to be the Malter rookie in my collection. So I didn't have that one before either, and so added a signed one. This card, Pete Rose signature. This is the first card I ever remember, not this actual card, but the first pack of cards I ever remember opening was in 1978. I was in my Little League uniform at my Little League park, and my mom let me buy a pack after my game that day, and I would have been 10 years old. And I remember opening that pack, and there was this Pete Rose card was in there, and I remember it because I thought that was cool. The Big Red Machine was big then, and I always thought Pete Rose, just because of his name, and he played for a red team, was cool. So you know how your little minds work. And so I wanted to grab one of those with a signature. I've got my original one from my childhood collection as well, and I have another graded one without a signature. Love Bo Jackson, one of the greatest athletes of all time, and saw this one on an auction and wanted to grab it, but obviously it's his rookie card. The guy was a freak. He could do all kinds of stuff, not just in baseball and football. You know the story, but yeah, I just wanted to add that one, kind of represent that younger era when I was collecting. Ken Griffey Jr., I already had his Upper Deck signed, and this card right here, the Topps Traded, to me, it was released the fall of '89, so Upper Deck beat them to the punch. Had card number 1 was Little Junior, and but still, they put a great image on the card, and they really missed a boat by not having him in the main set. Somehow they didn't know he was going to premiere with the big league team that year, obviously. But they did get him in on the traded. So I'm trying to do all of his 89 rookie cards signed. So now we're getting into a couple of other ones. Saw this one on eBay. I have a search on eBay for signed Satchel Paige cards, and this one popped up, and of course, as you can see, it's the TCMA card, so it's not playing day or anything like that, but great signature on it. It's got the blank back. Some of these have postcard backs, but love to grab it. Didn't cost me near as much as it would have if it was a playing days, and it's still a great image of Satchel in his Indians uniform, which I would prefer anyway, since that was his first team. And got a great signature there on the white, so it pops out. And then the next one, same set. I also have a saved search for Ted Williams signed cards, and saw this one. I think I paid $250 for this. So it was on eBay, and so I had to grab it. It matches my 1940 play ball image that I have that's signed by him. And so I always think it's cool to have two the same images on a card in your collection, but especially when they're both signed. So this one has the postcard back. It has this all-time stats on here. It got his full name, Theodore Samuel Williams, and tells when he was put in the Hall of Fame. So great card. Of course, his stats, there's no telling if he would have missed those 5 prime years in his middle of his career, what kind of stats he would have put up. So anyways, pretty cool having those side by side. And then the next one, I've gotten into Toleteros, and this one right here, Jimmy Gilliam, Junior Gilliam, ended up being playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers, had a good career for him. I played second base, but look how awesome that image is. Just think that's so cool. He looks like a beast in this image right here. Looks like he plays safety for the Baltimore Ravens or something. These are blank backs. And this is from the same set that my Josh Gibson came out of. But he played for that same team. Center Say Crabbers, and that Josh Gibson had played for. Now, he didn't play with Josh. Josh had already passed away by the time Gilliam came through, but this is a 50-51 Talateros out of that same set. And I picked up some more Talateros, and I'm going to be sharing those. I'm going to do a video about those, and so I don't want to show them now, but I did want to show that one. It's really cool. And then another James Gilliam. This is another Puerto Rican card like the Talateros, and this one is a Denia. It was a cigarette brand, and it's blank back. Came in a pack of cigarettes, and you talk about a low pop count. Those things are almost impossible to find, and this one is too. Very low pop count. So I like rare. I like unique. That's that Center Say uniform right there. Says Center Say Crabbers. It says Crabbers, obviously. I can't say the Spanish word for it, but great card. I think this one is a 51 as well. I should have wrote that down, but I can't remember. I'm not as versed on those. And then the last one, of course, if you saw my last video, is the Gibson. So again, that's the same set. You can see it's the same size. They were color cards, and they were blank backs. So other Talateros in the previous 2 years, they had Talateros on the back. So anyways, that's the Gibson I showed in my big pickup video. So plan to cross that over, like I said, to PSA and get it in a PSA slab. Make sure it's slabbed correctly. But I'll be right back with some closing words. All right, thank y'all for joining me. I'll be back. My next episode will be a player episode, so stay tuned for that one. I've been reading and trying to get that one down, so I'll do a good job of it. That always makes me nervous. I feel like I have a lot of pressure on me to get it right and do a good job and to do the player justice and the storytelling part that I do. So hang in there with me. I'll be back next week. I appreciate all the support. Have a great week.